Being a Christian means I must stop having fun. Jesus says in the book of John, chapter 10, verse 10, I have come that they may have life and have it to the full. I want to suggest that being a Christian is so much more than following a set of religious rules or trying really hard all the time to do the right thing. It's actually about really living, about experiencing some of that life to the fullness that Jesus mentioned. I would say that being a Christian means that we're able to experience fun in a whole new way that we've not discovered before. Being a Christian, when it boils down to it, is all about having a relationship with Jesus. It's about believing in him, about accepting him as our best friend, and having him as our traveling companion through life's ups and downs. I would suggest that as we get to know him better, the person of Jesus, we actually get to understand ourselves better in the process. Before I met Jesus, I would say that I was a pretty happy-go-lucky girl. I had lots of friends at school. I was pretty popular. I passed my driving test first time. And I'm a musician, so I got so much joy from playing gigs with my friends and loving life in that way. But I'd say that what changed when I got to know God is best described as the difference between a black and white photograph and a coloured one. The black and white one still captures the accurate facts of what's happening. But there's this whole new realm when you move into Technicolor. And for me, I don't think I was aware of the joy, the deepness of emotion when I met God that was available to me. I would say that meeting Jesus, becoming his friend, is like that difference, black and white to colour, Technicolor. I was seeing in a whole new way. Perhaps that is a little bit of what Jesus is referring to when he talks about life in all its fullness. And I would say that knowing God is knowing yourself even better. You're able to discover the truest version of who you really are because you're reconciled, that means made right, with the one who made you in the first place, i.e. God. I remember when I was at university, one of my friends became a Christian, and he updated his Facebook status that said James, a version 2.0. He was still James, but he was the truest version of himself. And he used the imagery of a computer software update to capture what he'd experienced in his identity. Like I said, he was still him, but the truest version of himself. And maybe even that Technicolor that I referenced earlier, that was what he experienced, and that's what I've experienced too, and maybe you might experience. It's what I'm trying to get at. When we get to know Jesus, we get to know ourselves as we were truly made to be. Like I said, God, our Father God, is the one who created us. He knitted us together when we're in our mother's womb. Before we were born, he knew all the days of our life. They were ordained. They were written out before us. And so getting to know him is also getting to know yourself at the same time. And like I said at the beginning, we get this traveling companion to go through life with us. Being a Christian doesn't mean that we're immune from suffering. Life is broken, and there are painful things that we're just as much exposed to as everybody else. But the difference is that God is with us through that. As we walk through life's ups and downs, highs and lows, as I said at the beginning, we walk through it with him. And there is such deep joy and peace in knowing the one who's walking with us. So can I still be a Christian and have fun? I would say that being a Christian redefines the idea of fun. Like I described, wonderful Technicolor is available. Just try it and see. Give him a try. I believe God is knocking on the door of your life. Will you let him in? Will you answer his call? Will you taste and see what it's like to be in relationship with him. Give it a try.
Thank you for watching that, and I want to invite you to try church online this coming Sunday, on Sunday the 4th of April. And you can find the link by going to our website, yorkcommunitychurch.co.uk/316, and that will have all the links for all the videos and of course my special invitation to see you this Sunday.